Ancient Egypt is often portrayed as this grand advanced civilization, but what's crazy is that their daily lives were filled with truly bizarre customs. Pharaohs actually masturbated ceremonially into the Nile River to ensure it would flood and bring fertility to the land. You think that's weird? Wait till you hear about their dental hygiene. Ancient Egyptians weren't exactly using Colgate. They brushed their teeth with a mixture of crushed oxen hooves, eggshells, and pumice. Imagine that gritty paste scraping against your teeth every morning. If you thought this was bad, their medical treatments were. Doctors prescribed remedies containing crocodile dung, honey, and sour milk for eye infections. The logic? Dung's foul smell supposedly repelled evil spirits causing illness. Never mind the infection risks. Medical specialists existed, but titles were graphic. One doctor's role was translated as Shepherd of the Anus, essentially a proctologist for the pharaoh. Medical treatments involved magical spells alongside practical remedies. Ancient Egyptians linked lettuce to sexual potency. Pharaohs ritually ate lettuce to boost their virility, and it was often placed in tombs to ensure the deceased's vigor in the afterlife. Ancient Egypt pregnancy tests also existed. Egyptian women peed on bags of barley and wheat. If the barley sprouted first, it meant a boy. Wheat meant a girl. No sprouts? Not pregnant. Shockingly, modern tests found this method works about 70% of the time. Forget condoms. Women used contraceptive plugs made of crocodile dung, honey, and fermented dough. The logic? Crocs were linked to fertility god Sobek, so their poop had magical spermicidal properties. And their bread? It was basically a sandpaper sandwich. The grinding process left tiny bits of stone in their daily loaf, slowly wearing down their teeth with every bite. No wonder mummies are often found with severely worn-down teeth. Workers building tombs were often paid with ghost bread baked in molds shaped like animals or gods. These loaves were offerings to the dead, meant to sustain laborers in the afterlife. To reach the afterlife, your heart was weighed against a feather, but you also had to pass a bide naming every demon guarding the underworld. Forget one name? A crocodile lion hippo monster named Ammit would eat your soul. But here's what might really surprise you. These people knew their worth in the workplace. Long before modern unions existed, Egyptian workers were organizing strikes. They'd actually walk off construction sites when working conditions became too harsh. The earliest strike happened in 1152 BCE under Ramses III. Workers building royal tombs halted work not just over harsh conditions but because their pay was late. Yes, beer was literal currency. Women had impressive rights too. They could own property, represent themselves in court, and even negotiate their own prenuptial agreements. Talk about being ahead of their time. But their child labor laws are quite the opposite. Kids as young as 4 worked in workshops, mines, and fields. They'd haul bricks, grind grain, or weave linen. But hey, they got paid in beer, yes, even toddlers. Ancient Egyptian life wasn't all glamorous monuments and gold masks. The average person dealt with painful dental problems, back-breaking labor, and constant threats from hippos lurking in the Nile. And it gets wilder. These beasts were considered agents of the chaos god Seth. Hunting them was a pharaoh's duty. Their bathroom habits, let's just say privacy wasn't a priority. Egyptians hated body hair so much they invented early versions of waxing. Both men and women used sugary wax mixtures or tweezers made from seashells to remove every strand. Being hairless was a sign of purity, and a practical move in the scorching heat. Temple guards doubled as law enforcement, wielding sticks and trained dogs. But their most feared tool? A wooden baton shaped like a phallus, used to humiliate criminals publicly.
Breaking news.
When a family cat died, households shaved their eyebrows and mourned until the brows regrew. Cats were so sacred that killing one, even accidentally, could get you executed. In 450 BCE, a Persian king allegedly exploited this by tying cats to his soldiers' shields, causing Egyptians to surrender rather than harm the animals. Egyptians believed cats could see evil spirits. Keep a cat around, and you're ghost-proof. Also, bonus pest control. Egyptians were terrified of ghostly exes haunting them. If a spouse died, the living partner would write breakup letters like, "Why are you still bothering me? I did nothing wrong," and leave them in the tomb. Some included ghost food bribes to make the spirit go away. To reach the dating to 1300 BCE, a papyrus poem reads, "Your hand is in my hand, my body trembles with joy, my heart is exalted, because we walk together." Found in a tomb, it's eerily romantic and proof that horny poetry is truly timeless. Many of these Egyptian technologies remained unsurpassed for over 3,000 years after they were created. Even their engineering had quirks. The Great Pyramid of Giza has mysterious air shafts aligning with stars, but one leads to a tiny door with copper handles. Behind it, another door, and behind that, a cramped, unfinished chamber. Theories range from symbolic pathways for the pharaoh's soul to ancient booby traps, still unsolved after 4,500 years. But the real mystery is, how did they develop such advanced knowledge when the rest of the world was still figuring out basic tools?